This video demonstrates how to configure Active Directory integration to automatically assign agents to management servers. Active Directory integration allows agents to dynamically look up their configuration, such as their primary management server, from the Active Directory during runtime. This allows users to deploy agents without having to specify configuration during install time, and provide a flexible mechanism to assign large number of agents to management servers. Active Directory integration needs to be configured in every domain where agents are present. Each domain must have domain functional level of Windows 2000 Native or Windows Server 2003. Prior to actually configuring the assignment of agents to management server, the domain needs to be prepared by having the domain administrator run the mom-ad-admin tool. This tool simply creates an AD container, some AD objects that represents the management group, and finally giving the appropriate accounts limited access to the container and objects. No Active Directory schema extension is needed. I'm currently logged on as the domain administrator. Let's launch the command prompt and change the directory to the Operations Manager installation directory, where the mom-ad-admin tool is located. You can copy this tool and send it to your domain administrator to run. The only requirement to run this tool is to have .NET Framework 2.0 installed and running it as domain administrator. I'm going to prepare the domain Contoso for the management group My IT Shop, where OM Admins is the administrator security group and Ops Manager is the root management server. Executing the tool with the specified parameters completes the domain preparation, creating the necessary containers and setting the appropriate permission level. As you can see from the Active Directory user and computer console, the My IT Shop management group container is now created under the domain Contoso. Now I can specify which agents should report to a particular management server. To do this, I need to open the Operations console and go to the Administration space. Selecting the top-level administration node, I can click on the Configure Active Directory Integration link under the Optional Configuration section in the Overview page. This opens a property page where I can select the management server to assign agents to. Clicking the Add button opens the Agent Assignment wizard that creates the assignment rule. First, I select or enter the domain of the agents, in this case, the Contoso. The default identity is set to the Active Directory-based agent assignment accounts profile, which uses the machine account of the root management server. This account was given limited access to the Ops Manager container in the domain when mom-ad-admin was ran earlier. Now we specify the inclusion criteria in the form of a LDAP query that determines the set of agents that should report to this management server. Clicking the Configure button allows you to enter simple criteria using properties like computer name. In this example, we'll use a more powerful LDAP query that I have constructed beforehand that will add all members of the security group Contoso SQL admins to this management server. On the next page, you can explicitly specify any agents that I want to exclude by specifying the computer's FQDN. Finally, on the last page, this is where I can configure the agent's failover behavior. By default, the agents will failover to any available management server in the management group. You can also manually specify which management server the agents are allowed to failover to. Geographical location and network connectivity are some factors that may influence this configuration. We will use the default failover setting in this demonstration. Clicking the Create button will generate an AD rule that will run periodically to find any computers in the given domain that matches the specified inclusion criteria and assign them to the management server. The assignment relationship is saved in Active Directory so that agents can discover them and automatically configure themselves. Let's go over to the Active Directory Users and Computers console. You can see the management server service connection point are now created. And the associated security group now contains computer accounts returned from the LDAP query I have specified earlier. For the new agent that matches the inclusion criteria and have discovered assignment setting in Active Directory, let's make sure they're not turned away when they attempt to join this management group. To do this, click on Settings, Security, and then select the Review New Manual Agent Installation in Pending Management View option. To learn more about Active Directory integration, you can select any of the help options in the console or refer to online help at www.microsoft.com.